I've got a real treat for you today. We're going to be going over the hip bump sweep. This is actually the first move that Jordan learned in jiu-jitsu, and he still uses it to this day. It's a move where if you really commit yourself, you focus, and you take the little secret tip we're going to be giving you, this can work on people of all levels, and you'll use it the entire length of time you're training jiu-jitsu. Let's go take a look.
All right, guys, so everyone's familiar with this sweep. It's one of the first things that you learn in jiu-jitsu. So I'm going to kind of go through some of the important technique in here that really separates successful hip bumps and from ones that kind of struggle once you get to higher level guys. So the basic hip bump sweep, you're unlocking your legs and you're pretending like you're throwing a baseball across his shoulder. As you come up, you're going to post up on your hand. This is incredibly important. I'll tell you why afterwards. There's kind of three ways that you can do this, but essentially if this is a table, you're trying to take off this leg on the table. You can wrap around and just grab his hand. You can go underneath, that's really secure. Or to be completely honest, at a higher level, you end up coming up and just slapping it. I'm going to go underneath because it's secure. The next thing in order to complete the hip bump is you're going to throw your hips up into him and then switch your hips over. Establish your solid base, feet in, knees out, wide base. That's the basics of the hip bump. There's a couple things that I want to note in terms of what people get wrong and why they plateau on the hip bump sweep. One of the biggest ones is they come up, they wrap the arm, and they forget to come up here. If I were to sit down here, a bigger, stronger guy, Luke's just going to sit there and base out on me. This gives me the leverage to come over. The next detail is they unlock their legs and keep it unlocked for too long. If I sit here, the hip bump's a really telegraphed move. He's going to step over and take my back. And lastly, probably the most important one. So when I come up, I've got my base, I've got his tabletop out. Most people will take this at a 45-degree angle. They're always taught in order to do the hip bump, you push out this way. It's kind of like a hip toss or anything like that. You have to break his base prior to taking him over. So you have to, instead of doing a 45-degree angle, you're going to take him up and take him over. So you throw your hips up and then go over. And then all together, we'll take a look at what full hip bump looks like. You ready?